Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I think that's pretty much everything covered. Hi, how are you? Oh, it's cold here today. I've just put my heating back on. I'm not quite used to it yet. So I've got my socks on. I'm ready for the autumn, but at least it's sunny out there. It's a nice sunny day today. So how are you all? Don't know that many people are going to be joining me today because with the clocks having changed here in the UK, it's going to be disgustingly early elsewhere. I can see somebody has joined us. I'm not quite sure who, but welcome whoever you are. Let me know in the chat so that I can give you a proper personal welcome. And what am I here today to share with you? Well, bearing in mind it's called Lessons from a Lurker, and I know I've talked about this before, I do think I'm going to have to change the name because there hasn't been enough lurking on my part. I do need to. Hi, Jen. Sunny but cold up here in the Midlands. Yes, sunny and cold here too. Just had to put my heating on. There really hasn't been much lurking from me at all. I delivered training every day last week, with the exception of one afternoon where I was receiving supervision for my coaching, which is always brilliant, and it was. I worked at the weekend. I'm delivering Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, and then I'm heading off for a big birthday party on Friday, a birthday weekend. So I have to say I am really looking forward to that. I just need to keep my batteries charged. And the host knows me well, knows I'm an introvert, and we're taking over the whole of a gorgeous place. And I've been put up with another introverted friend in a cottage in the grounds, which is great because I'm sure it's going to go on late into the night and be very loud and leery. So the fact that I can actually sneak off whenever I need to is just perfect. And that's when you know you've got the right kind of friends who understand what make you tick and understand that actually it's really, to look after you, to have you as a friend means that sometimes needs to provide space for me to escape. So I'm really looking forward to that. And next week I will be here because next week I've got in my calendar keep free all of the week. I've managed that mostly because I've got a bit of catch-up week, lots of admin to do, and exciting. I'm actually delivering the first session of the Introvert Emerging 6-week program starting next Wednesday evening. And I'm so looking forward to that. We had someone who joined briefly and then disappeared. I always wonder about that when it says 2 people or 3 people or 9 people, and then all of a sudden it goes down again. So I'm really excited about the Introvert Emerging program. It's a name I've used before, but this is a different program because when I ran it first time as a beta, I called it Frustrated to Flourishing. And you know, the interesting thing, when I did some research with my introverted clients, I was the only one who was frustrated. They didn't use the word frustrated. They talked about being overlooked and undervalued. And so I've built the whole program, reused cheekily a name I've used before, which is Introvert Emerging. But I've created the whole program addressing those factors that the introverts are kind of annoyed with, that the things they struggle with, which is hello, Carrie, cold there too, right? Yeah, I bet it's much colder where you are, Carrie, than it is here. Yes, so this program is addressing that being overlooked and undervalued that they find so challenging. And it's such an exciting program. I'm delivering it live in the evenings, and we've got a Q&A straight afterwards. And then on the Monday evenings, we've got a group coaching session. So it really is very interactive and very, very highly facilitated by me, which is great. So it isn't a kind of do it all in your own time thing. There will be workbooks, but I'm really looking forward to facilitating that, which is why I'm taking pretty much most of next week off in order to get my batteries recharged, ready to start delivering that on the evening of the 10th. Oh, I'm just going to share what Jen's saying. Lovely party at the weekend for my daughter's birthday. Yeah, went upstairs, tidy some stuff. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing that the things we find to do so that we can escape? And Jen, I'm thrilled that your husband's family didn't think it was weird, didn't think you were rude by disappearing upstairs. So I'm delighted by that. And it makes such a massive difference when we know how to look after ourselves, when we know how to look after our batteries, when we know how to ask for what we need and want. And that's one of the things that I think introverted leaders need to be better at doing as well, which is enabling other introverts to ask for what they want and need without feeling guilty, without feeling awkward. So we're into a very exciting period of time for me. And we have a little, I talked about the amazing work that Carrie did with me when I was here last week on my biorhythms and also on my human design. And Carrie and I are going to be doing a little bit more work, and she's going to come into the Introvert Emerging program and deliver a little piece for us. It'll be a conversation that she and I are having as opposed to a live, but about biorhythms, because it's such an important thing. We already know that we have these battery challenges where we need to top up and recharge frequently. And Carrie's going to shine an extra light on how we can do that. So I'm really looking forward to that. What else have I got going on? I'm seeing tomorrow afternoon, I'm delivering training in the morning, but tomorrow afternoon I'm seeing a dear friend who had a little boy just before lockdown. So he is 18 months old now, and I've yet to meet him because I didn't want to, with such a youngster, I didn't want to kind of impose myself on them too early, but I'm finally getting to meet him tomorrow. And I can't tell you how excited I am about that, because his parents are, in my world, the best type of parents, because they're providing amazing experiences for him and giving him opportunity to explore and to play and to be himself and to read and to do all the things that means he's going to develop into a young man who knows how loved and cared for he is. So I'm really looking forward to that little opportunity tomorrow. And then, as I say, Friday afternoon, I head off for the party. So, bit of recharging from me. Not much chance to lurk, but where I am away with people all weekend, I've got built-in lurking opportunities with my little cottage in the grounds. So I'm really looking forward to that. So my question to you today is, and Jen's just given us a bit of a heads up onto that really, what is it that you need to do to look after yourself more? There are so many, and I'm not talking about the big COVID, but there are so many other things going around, so many people with really nasty colds and virally things. What do you need to do to look after yourself better? I've brought with me my immune booster, which I'm going to have after my lunch, which I better get on with because I'm training at 1:30. But I'm making sure that I'm taking my immune boosters regularly so that I can keep my immune system as good as it can be in these situations, because we don't know who we're mixing with. We don't know what we come into contact with. So that's one of the things I'm doing. And I'm also going to bed earlier, which is easy. Now the nights are dark, it's easier, right, to kind of snuggle down early. So I'm really looking forward to doing that too. But my question for you, whether you're here live or whether you're watching on replay, in which case, #replay, what do you need to do to better look after yourself now the seasons are changing? Whether you're in the southern hemisphere and they're changing to become more summery, or whether you're in the northern hemisphere and they're changing to be more wintry, the seasons, they are changing. So what do you need to do? And more importantly, what are you going to do? So let's put that plan together and share the plan with me under this, either live or when you've had some time to think about it, #replay. Tell me what you're going to do to make sure that you're looking after you and recharging your batteries. Anyway, enough from me now, because I do need to. Oh, thank you, Carrie, saying knowing I'll shine next week. Thank you, Carrie. It's lovely. It's so lovely to have such a big supporter here. So thank you. So have a good rest of your week. I'm going to go onto mute now and make sure that we finish off this properly before I pick up and deliver my next piece of training, which is all about ethical communications. So quite a different theme, but really important nonetheless. Have a good rest of your week, everyone.